All right, hello everyone. It is time for the second anniversary, and here it is really late, so I am actually not streaming tonight. I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I thought I would give you a brief tour of some of the things we will get for the second anniversary and Global will eventually get for the second anniversary. So as you can see here, got some new challenge boards, got one for Locke, got one for Terra, we got a second anniversary board with some stuff in it like flowers and whatnot. Sadly, it seems to be only a single board. Would be nice to have multiple, but we're not here to complain. All right, let's take a look at some other stuff that is in here because this is a pretty hefty update and I'm expecting the servers to buckle very shortly. So let's just take a peek. As you can see here, we now have sub cards that is open to us on a lot of units, but what we want to check out right away is Terra and Locke. So Terra is equipped with double vision cards, which is really interesting. She's got the fire vision card and black rose. So let's take a look at her stats really quickly here. 1500 magic. Woof. 94 speed, 6,700 in HP. That's pretty damn good for a mage. Taking a look here, really good resistances across the board. We're looking at slash resistance, shooting resistance, and magic resistance, only with a weakness to strike, which shouldn't be too scary for a fire-based character, but yeah, there you go. What else is there to look at? Let's take a look at her weapon real quick. 150 magic on a sword. Pretty nice. Also looks like we got some spirit penetration on the sword as well, if I'm reading that correctly, and I'm trying to get through this relatively quickly. Critical evasion, spirit defense, and this is all brand new, so give me just a second here. Let's take a look at this TMR using a translation app just to make sure that I am getting it. Benefits of doing this really quickly: increased summoning gauge acquisition on allies within range and yourself. Your own turn AP recovery as well. Interesting. Gonna want to see the stats on that later with Wotv. But really quickly here, just taking a look at Terra's stats. Seems really good. Taking a look at Una here, as you can see, Una's about 1508 magic. If we were to add her back in, doesn't really seem to be changing our stats all that much unless I am missing something. Oh no, it is upping our speed. Whoa, wait a second. That's actually increasing our speed. Oh, well, that'll be an interesting discussion for tomorrow. All right, but let's switch over and take a look at Locke real quick. Now, this isn't going to be quite as good because my light team is, how you say, worse. All right, taking a look here, we got double vision cards, and we have Chaos Odin as well. Chaos Odin looking at about 1200 HP at about 100 attack, 84 magic, so not as high as I thought this Esper was going to be. Poison resistance on him. Stats are good, but not as good as I thought they'd end up being. Taking a look at Locke really quickly with his stats. 1400 attack is really good. 93 speed is a little lower than I thought he would be. Looking at about 5,000 HP, which is a little brittle, not too terribly brittle, but if we're looking at comparisons to some of the other stuff that's in the party, he is a little bit weaker on the HP, but, you know, I guess Rams is a bad comparison as we don't have an EX yet. Taking a look at the dagger here, that I do believe is defense penetration. I'll just double check real quick. Yep, defense penetration up and 170 attack on a dagger. Pretty damn nice trust mastery, as we can see here. 5 defense, 5 spirit, 15 evasion will make this a pretty nice little piece of equipment. Quickness up, and I do believe luck up for 3 turns, not only on him but other characters too. Solid trust masteries across the board between the 2 units. Just looks really, really good. 2 nice new characters. Chaos Odin, I'm not super convinced about at this point. I'm not really sure where Chaos Odin is supposed to be super good. Whether he is supposed to be just good on like how much DPS he's doing or whatnot, but okay. All right, we're gonna get some more lapis here. Then we're gonna head in and take a look at all of the banners that are here because there's a fair number. You'll also notice that the main screen has now switched to sunset, which is kind of interesting. Not sure if that's for a specific reason. Now let's get this free pull out of the way real quick. Hey, it's a gold book. At least they're not fudging us. We know what we're getting. We are definitely getting a Locke in this one. And that's about it. I mean, I didn't have super high expectations, but nice to know they haven't increased the rates with the anniversary. And there you go. Our first Final Fantasy VI character. Alright, so looking at both Locke and Terra's kit will come later after the Wotv calc data is out, just because I want to see their numbers before we get too excited about it. Also, this is very early on, so I won't have time to test it this evening. Let's see if the BlueStacks is going to load. There we go. We also got a few other free pulls, so let's do this one. This allows us to select a UR of our choice. As you can see, there's a fair amount of URs missing from this. So globalers, if you're looking for an easy way to get Falm, here it is. Save your resources, maybe don't pull. I'm going to go for Varush because it's the only one I'm missing at this point. Or you could go for a lower than UR unit, you know, whatever you want, but hey. Hey, 2 new units so far. The clipping is real. Seriously, you see his arms? They clip through that like nobody's business. Alright, so we got Varush. Happy anniversary to us. And now the 30-second loading time. Early impressions of both Locke and Terra seem just solid. I don't think that, you know, without seeing their kit, their stats seem nice. I guess we forgot to look at Locke's resistances. We'll go back and check that out. Actually, we'll go check that out right now before we do any more, just because we really want to see what those numbers look like. And I know that somebody out there is like, Umbra, you forgot. Alright, so Locke's resistances look a lot worse. Interesting thing, as we can see here, all, at least partial elemental resistance across the board except Dark. I wonder if that's because of Odin. Doesn't seem like it. So Locke is just partially immune to a lot of different elements. That'll make him a good free character, I think, for sure. But other than that, not too sure really what I think about that in general. Alright. Long loading times, but I guess that will help stretch us out the video. I'm really interested to try the Trust Mastery system, of course, as well as everything else. Like, there's so much stuff to get through. Vision cards, though, we've already seen that running a secondary vision card that was a speed card to our primary card ended up giving us something new. So, yes, that's going to be, if nothing else, really interesting going forward to see how that ends up changing power balance in the game currently. All right, we're pretending that these aren't URs. Okay. Or this one isn't a UR. Not much in the way of upgrades tonight. Alright, everything's at face value except the things we know. Okay, alright. For a first one, that's okay. So now, as soon as it loads, we'll take a look at the rest of the banners going on here, and then we'll segue back into looking at some of the content to do with trust masteries and whatnot. Obviously, there's a single trust mastery that everyone is probably very interested in upgrading. Blue stacks 5, everybody. Alright, so next up, let's take a look at Locke and Terra's Limit Burst, because we haven't seen these actually yet. They did not show them off on live stream, so I think a lot of people will be very interested to see them. Terra's looks pretty classic as to what you expect with the sword blades, and now let's take a look at Locke's really quickly. Really cool animations on both of them. Now let's head down and see if we have an animation on Odin. Doesn't look like it. I'd be very curious to see if we actually do. Alright, there's, as you can see, there are just a mountain of banners to be had. So we have Chaos Odin having a similar costed one to the other characters. As you can see, Locke, Terra both have similar costs. We have lots and lots of different banners that are available, including a lot of the anniversary ones, choosing of shards and rerolls for certain banners. So all of that is just, if you're looking to spend, plenty of stuff to spend on this anniversary. And yes, the Chaos Odin banner, its first step, it looks like this is the only option. So for people who have PTSD about Bahamut, it's the exact same situation with up rates only on very specific steps. And really wish we could see the animation, if there is one even. Hey, a crash. I knew it was coming. We definitely might get there at some point. Oh, hey, look, we're logged in again. Isn't that incredible? Alright, as I was saying before, we were just going to take a look at Chaos Rate, Odin's Rage, which, as you can see, are a little bit boosted on Step 3 and Step 5, but they are half rates as to deal with a 100 cost. For the anniversary and this video, I'm going to be doing some extra pulls, so just the first one because it's a discount. Going to be getting hopefully some stuff off of this, but we'll see. Well, it's a vision card. It would be nice if it upgraded. Well, that looks pretty unpromising. Could go rainbow. Pretty unlikely. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. All right, let's just continue on with our lives. Cursed banner, halved rates, doesn't feel good. Don't do it, kids. Just don't do it. All right, and also because Terra actually has a really decent 9-step with the, you know, some of the bonuses along the way, we're just going to do the first 3 steps just for fun and for a bonus for this video because it is anniversary. We do want to have some fun with it. So let's just see what we get. However, if we get her on the first one, we're just stopping. Okay. Well, that's maybe an encouraging sign. I don't know. I don't know if that's an encouraging sign or not. Moment of truth. It's because I said we would stop if we did get her. That's unfortunate, but hey, getting a rainbow is still all right. Had good luck in practice today on the simulator. Not having good luck today in this, I guess. So one thing that is to note for globalers, you definitely want to start working towards maxing vision cards, as vision cards are just going to be ever important. Getting vision cards up to level 99 is going to be really important for the future, so you do want to make sure that you are doing that. Wait, was the first one was Earth? Now we got Wind. Are we going to get just an entirely different element on this last one? Maybe? Also should be noted that Chaos Odin is not available on any other banner other than his own. It really is a Bahamut situation, with the one difference this year being that you can actually, there is a pity. There is a pity. It is a pity, but there is a pity. Last one. It's, okay, 3 Jabates in a row. Even I know where to draw the line. I can just use these shards for other things later, but that's a tough one. All right, we've had our fun doing some banner polls. There will be more banner polls. Obviously, Terra was not the one I really wanted. I really wanted Celeste more, so I'm going to be saving up for Celeste. And yeah, we just, you know, got to have a little bit of fun with the anniversary. So let's head over and see if we can't figure out this trust mastery system. Oh, it has its own little button. Okay. Interesting. All right, so how do we upgrade a trust mastery? If we wanted to say, let's say this one's a pretty good one to upgrade. So about 200, 300, and 900 with about $1 million gil to upgrade this. $50 books plus 300,000. That opens that. Interesting. So we gave it a little bit of an increase. Looks like the second one is the same. Third one is the same. Seems that opening slots is not super costly, but we don't really have access to any of this stuff quite yet. And it looks like we need a lot more stuff to be able to get there. So interesting. I am curious of exactly how far this will go. But yeah, even upgrading weapons too. It'll be interesting to see where this goes in the future. But I think there will be very key trust masteries that you will be needing to think about to be upgraded. So really quickly, before we end this video, one of the big question marks I still have for this is team composition. And we're just going to be looking at our mage team here, our auto farm team. So as you can see, we're looking at about 1500 magic-ish. And we're going to see if we can't increase that with some other mage cards. Like, for instance, if we throw for example, Bahamut on here, which is not a super well developed card for me, but let's just see. Oops, let's just check. $1,500, 5,100. Alright, let's see if we can't throw on some more vision cards. You can kind of see what the stats are going to be before you throw it on. So let's try here, 5,387, 1,272. What's a good magic vision card? Good dark vision card. I guess we need a max one to really get value. Yeah, it is giving pretty nice little stat boosts. I don't know if it's quite a ton, but this isn't like super optimized at this point. But overall, it seems like you can jack up your characters to being stronger than they were before, for sure. So like throwing on Omega, just making her tankier and stronger. Here we want fire. I don't really have anything too terribly great. I need more vision cards at this point. Out of curiosity, if we threw on, I guess we've already thrown on a unmaxed vision card, but yeah, an improvement to be sure. Definitely need to do some more maxing of vision cards to see exactly how good it can truly be. I'm sure there will be some more optimizing to do for sure, especially as my vision cards get more improved. But yeah, there's a lot to look at with this update, and probably over the next few days it's going to take a little while to get through everything that has been put in place in the game. What do we got? Ah, yes. This is probably the thing we're just going to end on tonight, is this. So this is a new training room. As you can see, we're going to just go in, test out our team. Also, we're going to show off triple speed because we have triple speed now. So this should be running really fast in a second here. Oh, of course, more enemies. Garvel's still so damn strong. Never underestimate Garvel. Let's see what the drops look like here. Oh, we got some purple ones. I assume those are better than blue based on experience with this. Oh, so it gives out some of the lower tier, some higher tier. Well, I guess we're just getting these. These are the bonus ones, and this is some adamantite. So a new place to farm to end up getting your trust masteries better and improving your trust masteries. This will take a lot of time, I think, and it looks like there's only one level. Level 60, unless this is higher. No, seems to be roughly about the same. So lots and lots of new stuff to dig into. I'm sure that I am even forgetting stuff because it is late right now. It is about 12:30. So I'll be live streaming this tomorrow after I've had some more time with it, and still will be discovering things on live stream. So please join me, and thanks for watching. Take care. Hope you enjoyed this sneak peek as before we get into all the other stuff later. Anyway, see ya.